Peace, family. It's late as hell, like 4 in the morning, Jack. I'm a night owl. Maybe my last DVD for the night. Nigga gotta wind it down, getting no tired. But I want to touch on a couple topics before I went to bed, before I lay to rest, while it's on my mind. I made a DVD about, shit, almost a year ago, called In2, and it was dealing with, I heard, it was dealing with, the conscious community. You know what I'm saying? And I want to first give respect to the conscious community for doing the things that they're doing and striving to be greater men, greater women, cast it out more intelligent. And I was looking at the whole process of how we got to where we at. You know what I mean? Like, you know how things in life are like, go in stages. So like different generations, as I always say, different generations are supposed to generate a certain genre of genius. You see what I'm saying? A certain energy comes forth from each transitional people to come forth from the ancestors in certain groups of human beings. So I think the last generation, like I say probably the movement of the 80s, the 90s, and even 2000s has been a movement of consciousness. You feel me? A movement of like learning about our history and Black is Beautiful and learning about the Nile Valley and Nubia and Kemet and things like that, which I think is good and it was very essential. But I think where we at right now is we at a crossroads. You know what I'm saying? Because now that we know about Kemet, we know about Nubia, we know about Kush, we know about a lot of the ancient information, it's like, okay, now what's the next step? You feel what I'm saying? What's the next step in our evolution as a people? You know, and I would say, I think what we gotta do now is move from being a conscious community to being an activist community. Yeah, that's my position. You know what I'm saying? Go from being a conscious community to an activist community. 'Cause a lot of cats is conscious, a lot of cats is sharp, but we still working for Walmart though. We still working at fucking Joe Osco. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers are still out here not doing the practical, tangible things that are necessary to make us more vibrant and powerful people, becoming a world power. That's what Amos Wilson was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, he was going from the history piece to actually establishing, you know what I'm saying, government and establishing an understanding and a lifestyle that creates power. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, it's a lot of brothers in the community, they get real deep. You see what I'm saying? The niggas sometimes they get too deep for their own good to the point where it doesn't really serve them. You feel me? It becomes a more like I don't want to put anything on the ego, but it seems like it just niggas just become like the Elijah Muhammad called being soup scientist. I know this, I know that, I'm slick, you know what I'm saying, I'm deep. Like my man Rashid always talk about checking me out, I'm deep, nigga, you know what I'm saying, watch it down. But we gotta get to a point of not being deep, but being effective as far as getting goals accomplished. That's the whole point of being, you know what I'm saying, a intelligent man to make intelligent decisions. Actions, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta move from being, like I said, just being conscious to being active. A lot of cats talk about Kundalini and chakras and 2012 and, you know what I'm saying, 28 strands of your DNA and shit, you know what I'm saying? Which is all, don't get me wrong, was all very important to know and understand and be able to be in harmony with. But it must be about balance, you heard me? You got to have balance out here to be able to be effective. Everything can't be spiritual. Everything is not spiritual. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything is spiritual, but everything can't be etheric. So, you know what I'm saying? Everything can't be so spacey. Something has to get down to the plain, practical, tangible reality we got to deal with. Like I was saying a long time ago, I said about 5 years ago, I was reading a magazine that really broke my motherfucking heart. Straight up. I was reading about something about the Republic of New Africa. And the president of the Republic of New Africa was a damn fireman. You see what I'm saying? And that hit me because I'm like, how do you be the president of the Republic of New Africa and the citizens and the people is not making sure you good? You know what I'm saying? Only work you gotta do is work for the nation, not working some side job to, you know what I'm saying, make ends meet. You see what I'm saying? Was letting me know, like, man, if our movement cannot be a 9 to 5 or 9 to what's it called? That what's that? 10 to 2 to 10, whatever. I forgot how to break 3 to 11. We got the breakdown, but it can't be a everyday grind. You know what I'm saying? We can't give out all to this movement. We're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna be successful because those who are running shit, them all are like this is their vocation. See what I'm saying? They do this every single day. This is their first thing they focus on is how to be a world power, how to secure the resources and exploit the resources of the world, including the people, on the planet. So I feel like we have to be more concerned with making this our vocation. Like I had a problem with one of my a sister I was in love with. We having beef right now because she's on the like, man, I want you to be a nigga that makes money. You heard me? I'm like, man, I understand that. I'm trying to make moves though, baby. Moves that are beyond finances. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people get lost and caught up in the system. As deep as we supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? We still, you know what I'm saying, still want a nice leather couch. You see what I'm saying? We still want to ride around motherfucking in the Benz and the Lexus. We supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? We don't understand that we at war. You feel me? Like when you in at war, the main goal is to free yourself from the war because our babies are literally dying, man. You know what I'm saying? And not even are we dying, we're living disgraceful lives. You know what I'm saying? Like Lisa had death before dishonor. We live under disgraceful, distasteful, grimy, just like man. Like, come on, man. So I mean, it's the part what I talked about before. The last tape I did, maybe 2 tapes ago, I did about the revolution of values. We have to start valuing freedom, justice, you know what I'm saying, equality, friendship, you know what I'm saying, family, and things like that are really the devil can't take from us. You know what I'm saying? It can't really take nobody's integrity. Only thing you can give that to someone. They can't take your integrity. They can't take your pride or your, you know what I'm saying, your ability to be a real man, to be a father. You know what I'm saying? Provide for the needs of the community. But I'm telling you, as an individual, it's gonna be very difficult for you to provide for your family as an individual, provide for your family because it's about societies and a group of people coming together to secure resources. You know what I'm saying? You have to secure resources as a collective. That individual shit does not work for us, man. You see what I'm saying? As cold as LeBron was by himself, he needed a team around him to be successful. Anybody in the field has to have a team with people around them. Marcus Garvey, all of them had teams around them that helped them to do the work they were doing. We have to have a team. You know what I'm saying? But gearing back to the original intent of the conversation was talking about being active in the field and making our knowledge born, as the gods say, making our knowledge born, making it be known and manifested. What are we establishing as a community, as human beings? You know what I'm saying? We have to start establishing things that can be useful for our children and for our community. You know what I'm saying? It can all be about chakras. You know what I'm saying? And crystals and whatnot. Not saying, not never mitigating that is important. But we have to go beyond that, man. You know what I'm saying? Food, clothing, shelter, family, marriage, you know what I'm saying? We deep, but we can't even keep a marriage together. That's a sign we got to study. You know what I'm saying? Practical science. If we're going to study something, let's study something that's practical and tangible. Nigga talking about, you know what I'm saying, ancient Kemet and Walter Bank can run the whole list down can read you Johnny Jackson verbatim. Chance of William Dr. Ben verbatim, but they still can go on the CVS and get fucking blood pressure pills and shit. You know what I'm saying? They still have a problem with their fucking uterus and shit, getting hysterectomies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, fam. Like, get into the sciences that are actually practical, that's touching human beings' lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, man. That's why I'm starting to fuck with the children more because that's a practical science that everybody needs to understand, man. You know what I'm saying? Child development, this basic practical shit we gotta have. You know what I'm saying? Communication, which you know what I'm saying. You see, I gotta work on. You know what I'm saying, about communication skills and things like that. Being able to communicate with individuals. You know what I'm saying, verbally, and you know what I'm saying on the written side. So that's what we talking about right here. I got some more I want to say, but my tape running out, so I'm gonna hit y'all with the next clip. You know what I'm saying? Peace and love.